Draymond said he think they can win like 2 more. At max, I could see 1. I don't even really see that 1 more, honestly. But if they could get to 6, we probably will never see it again. They probably the best
If
hope.
Steph Curry wins one more ring, he probably passes Magic. He probably passes him, honestly. And I feel like it just won't be a debate no more. I think he does pass him. But as long as he's stuck at 4 rings, he just won't pass him. He won't. He just won't do it. But do I think the Warriors do they have a chance? So he said 2. I don't believe 2. Do I believe 1? I might agree with. I probably agree. They have a chance, but
Is 1 better than 2? 2, I can't see that. They got contracts and age against their side.
well, that's why they traded for Chris Paul.
He's supposed to be starting.
Yeah, I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with it. I don't like it. I think they're just trying to do what they. I think they was like, well, we do have Chris Paul. We should start him, but they said they're supposed to start him in like verses. So like, I think they say they start him with like the first 5 minutes of the game, then take him out. In my head, it's like
What's the point?
I don't get it. So that means if that's the case, you're gonna have Draymond Green playing damn near full time center. At least in majority of the time, you're gonna play center with Draymond. You're gonna get killed if you're gonna go up against a big team. We just saw it last year. I don't know how that works. Could Chris Paul make life for Steph Curry easier? He potentially could. I don't know. We haven't seen it yet, and I feel like that's what they probably thinking. But Draymond Green is basically the point. He's the point forward, point guard, whatever you want to call him. So now, how is it gonna work with ball
Dominant.
handlers really like that? 2 good ones, if you want to call Draymond like really good. 2 good ones in Chris Paul. Because if Chris Paul handling the ball, what is Draymond gonna be doing? Where's he gonna do? Where's he gonna be at on the court?
Could you take a guess at how you think it's gonna work
With that starting 5?
with Chris Paul and Draymond Green on the court at the same time?
Man. I still think they do like dribble handoffs with Draymond, but I feel like I don't know because they got 2 balls. I don't know. Come back to me in like a month.
A month. That's cheating. They're gonna be they probably show us a little bit something in preseason.
Come back to me in a month.
I think with Chris Paul and Draymond on the court at the same time, I think definitely Draymond is gonna fall into more of he's gonna do a whole lot more slashing. He's gonna do a whole lot more slashing. It's gonna be like double handoffs.
Man, that's something. That's not his game though. He's never been like a slasher type guy though. That's an adjustment for him. If you say that, that's an adjustment for him.
I think that's easier for him to do though, honestly, because honestly, with Draymond, with Chris Paul being
rebounds.
Okay, so damn, let me get my point out, bro. So with Draymond being the one, like, because you have to always worry about Draymond being the passing threat, I think we're gonna probably see a lot of probably some type of elevator action. It's gonna be like some type of pick at that free throw line, someone running up, grabbing the ball, coming back down. Is gonna be because they're gonna have shooters. They're gonna have these shooters. They're gonna have Wiggins, Clay, Steph. I think it's going to be a lot of like penetration. Like it's going to be a lot of like, are they driving it? Are they going for the 2? Are they kicking it for the 3? I think it's going to be like a double, some type of double handoff. It's a lot of action.
How the hell you going to do that? How that work?
It's going to be some type of soon as he hands the ball off, he's running right back down with it. It's going back to him, and it's going back to another. It's going like they're going to be running all over. That's what I think they're going to do. Unless they probably won't do that because if Chris Paul was younger, I could see that working really good. But he's older now. I don't know if he has the stamina to keep that speed up. So who's going to be the one doing that? They have to be going after another big then. It has to be. That's the only way I can see it could work. Because Draymond with Bermuda Power 4, who's going to really play? It has to be. They probably go after JaVale McGee again, maybe.
JaVale McGee is on the Kings.
Oh, the Kings. Yeah, he did not the Kings. They're going to have to go after some. Wait a second. There is somebody available. It is this big available.
Whoever is available, they won't start. I guarantee that.
It probably won't matter because it's going to just end up. You know how it is. A couple of months, Chris Paul going to start running the second unit anyway. That's where it's going. They just letting his ego down. So
This is my thing. Chris Paul is not like dribble handoff. He's gonna orchestrate the offense. Yeah, you gonna do pick and roll, but dribble handoff like Draymond, that's not him. So it's like,
it's gonna be Steve Kerr telling them what to do, though. It ain't gonna be Chris.
And then what they was talking about when like the trade first happened, like them first like couple of weeks, there was like Chris Paul is like he's a mid-range merchant. So now you're gonna have Chris Paul like in the corner shooting threes. You're gonna have him running around shooting threes. I'm not obviously Chris Paul can shoot, but you just have old Chris Paul playing in the corner, something that he's never done before.
You got you're giving a lot of questions. You ain't got no answers to none of these things you thinking though. You ain't thought about.
I don't know because it doesn't make sense. It never made sense from the beginning.
I mean, this is the greatest dynasty of our generation, so they probably are cooking up something. They didn't make this move.
I don't know.
Just to go out.
As of right now, Mike Dunleavy is not doing a good job. Not gonna lie, he's not doing a good job. He's not. Who trades a young guard for an older guard? Who does that? No, you don't. That doesn't happen. I can see if Chris Paul was maybe 30. Okay, that's different. But Chris Paul is 39. And Jordan Poole is what? 4? 25? Something around there? Come on, bro. That's a 14-year difference.
But peep this, though. Peep this. It was just like they were just trying to do what the Spurs were trying to do. They were trying to still win and rebuild youth at the same time. Didn't work. Now they took the whole route like, what's the point of trying to be? We're going to be bad regardless with Poole in the future. We don't know if we're going to win with Poole. We have the chance to keep this core to win one more with Steph, maybe. So it's like, is it that you okay? You good? What the fuck going on with you?
I'm okay.
So isn't that it's like the last dance thing? Like these teams are not gonna just blow that core up at the end when they got one last shot, It's like the same thing with the Lakers. It's like you got a chance, you might as well trade the picks. You're gonna be bad regardless. It's like they just seen the same thing with Poole. Like it wasn't a guarantee that they were gonna win again with Poole. So they said, why not pull the trigger?
But Jordan Poole, did he have a bad year last year than the year before? Yes, that's true. But we don't know what would have happened if he was like, if you look up his stats when he was the guy, when like Steph Curry was out, he played good. He did play good when Steph Curry was out because he was the lead guy. So we don't know if they would have been losing with Jordan Poole as the guy in say the next 5 years.
You think they would have won? You think their chances of winning the chip was their chances of winning the chip in the next 5 years with Poole versus their chances of winning the chip right now with Curry? Which odds you think they like better?
Obviously, they like the one with Curry.
That's what they did. They want to blow this core up and let it go. They're going to keep trying as long as they got him. Because honestly, what do you think the chances really were for them to win a ring building around Poole and Kuminga and Wiseman? What do you think that percentage really was?
I think it would at least been 60% because these people would
60% chance of winning the chip.
I mean, you're talking about having a chance, 60%, because this group, if they would have kept Wiseman, Jordan Poole, Kuminga, if he gets some minutes, Moses Mooney, and who knows who you can get in free agency, because they would have been playing together for years. So we don't know. They could have been just like what we're seeing with Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Nobody thought they was gonna be winning freaking 4 championships in the last 8 years. Who thought that? But they stayed together. They never gave up on them. They could have gave up on Steph when he kept getting all them ankle injuries, but they didn't give up on him. But they just gave up on Jordan Poole after one bad year.
I don't know about that whole. I can't get behind you with that one.
We don't know what they could have got. We don't know if they could have. We don't know who they would have gotten in the future. We don't know. Somebody decent probably would have came and joined them. We don't know. There would have been a chance if they all stayed together. There would have been a chance. But we'll never know because
60% chances.
So we'll never know.
60% is crazy. I would say 30. I'm gonna say more. I'm gonna give them 30, 33, 32. I'm not giving them a 60% chance.
Oh yeah, no chance. If all of them played together, you think there was no chance they would have had a chance?
I didn't say 0. I said 33, 32.
So you think they didn't have a decent percent?
I don't think they're there, no.
So you think their chance with Chris Paul is better than with Jordan Poole?
Wait. What the hell are you asking me?
No, I'm just asking. Do you think they have a better chance of winning with Chris Paul than they do with Jordan Poole?
I mean, they already won with Jordan Poole, though. So I mean, winning again with Jordan Poole and the team that they got now, Do I think their chances are better this year without Poole? I think their chances. I don't think Poole is a real factor. I think Wiggins is more important to them than Poole winning. So I think their chances are still pretty good.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But getting a guy that gets hurt every year, when a guy that Jordan Poole played all 82 games last year. You're taking away a guy that plays all 82 and now a dude that's only going to probably play like, give you what, 40, 50? You know, and your bench is already not good. It's already not good enough. And now you just gave away your basically your best bench player for an old guy. It's just not smart. It's just not smart. But you know, I always think of it from the business side. They thought they was like, hey, Jordan Poole, even though we gave you this max contract, we think you're not good enough, and we don't want to keep paying you all this money. So let's just take Chris Paul for 1 year, get him off the books, so we can sign other people. I get that part. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But hey, they chose that route. Fine by them.
Oh man, you're a trip. You're a trip. It's like it kind of feel like it's an undertone of I don't like Chris Paul in there a little bit.
I don't know. I don't dislike nobody. It's just I don't get the fit.
Yeah.
Why are you getting the injured guy? That doesn't make sense.
You crazy, man. The way he's a Hall of Famer. The way you just like talk about him though, it was like, oh, you'd be like, so you'd be like, oh no, he's terrible. He was terrible. He always get hurt. He ain't no S tier. But it's like it ain't just like this one season. It's like he reached a point where it's like he's accumulated so much. You know, his name a little heavy. You got to say the rest. And it's different. It's like you kind of talk about him like he more so like he's still young and having to prove himself and come up. Like he still ain't done nothing. Maybe because he ain't never get a ring to you. But it kind of feel like you just like don't really respect Chris Paul to a degree the way you talk about him.
I just say Chris Paul get hurt all the time. No, I say if Chris Paul this was back in the day, I probably would have put him in S tier. But you wanted to put him in S tier right now, and he didn't play nowhere near S tier level. And you know he did it. You know he did it.
I think for him,
you wanted to respect him, and that's fine. But I'm not going to respect you if you play bad. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, I think at this stage in his career, he is what he is. I think.
But you wanted to put him in S tier though.
Yeah, I would still put him in the S tier because for me, he's Chris Paul. Like it's like
you respected him because of what he's done.
Yeah, so it's like for me, it's just like the same thing. Like when you want to bring up Jordan in a Wizards jersey, he's still Jordan to me. I don't give a fuck. That's Jordan. He could go. So it's like Bron in a Lakers jersey. Well, he's still good in there, but like how it is. Like it's like that.
He's okay. Chris Paul is a okay. Decent player now. The days of Chris Paul having to carry you and do everything, those days are over. We're not going to see New Orleans Chris Paul no more. We're not. That's just not going to happen. We're not going to see that prime one, or at least when he was on the Clippers. We're never going to see that again.
Yeah,
that's the fact that he gets hurt every year. Like, come on, bro. Why am I giving up a guy that doesn't miss games? For a guy that misses games, who does that?
Because that guy that doesn't miss games doesn't get along with the people that won you.
Yeah, they did that because Draymond punched him.
Yeah, and if they would have let Draymond go, Clay would have went, and then Steph would have went. It would have been drama. And it would have been Steph ain't nowhere.
What do you mean drama?
Because I think though, if they would have moved off on Draymond and held Poole down, it would have been some tension there. I think it would have been some tension there, but it would have made sense that they did it. But I don't know. I don't know how we even Jordan Poole for Draymond. Hey, we all thought they were gonna. I mean, last year I was like, oh, Draymond not getting no extension. He's not getting that. But didn't nobody see this coming?
No, he got what he got. He got what he. I didn't think he was worth. He said he was worth like 25. You was not worth that, bro.
They worked on something.
To close to 30 million. You're not worth that no more. Now 20 million a year, I'm cool with that. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's okay. But I mean, they went with an older guy over a young guy. And if they lose, they're gonna say, well, they should have kept Jordan Poole, yada yada yada. But
If they lose, that's what you think the Warriors are gonna say, or what the fans are gonna say?
oh, what the fans are gonna say.
Because I think the organization is gonna
No,
say we
organization
took a.
don't care. They think
They
they
gonna
did. They think they did
yeah,
was the right move, I guess.
yeah. They say we
I'm
did what
talking
we were
about.
supposed to do.
I'm talking about fans and all that because it's like, why'd you get rid of a young guy? You know,
Fans rarely ever get it, man. Fans rarely ever get it, man.